Hi everyone, this is Joy with Create It With Joy, and today I've made a card using the Simon Says Stamp January Card Kit Snow Much, and I've used these cute little penguins and a heart from Simon Says Stamp highlight frames to have a great background. So I did the cutting off camera, the die cuts off camera. The big heart is from Fawn Lacy Heart Stackables, and then the heart that I'm cutting out right now is from Simon Says Stamp highlight frames, and there's other ones with squares and things like that. So I chose to cut through this gray heart with the highlight frames, and I'm attaching that to some of the patterned paper that came in the card kit. And then I also cut the highlight frame heart again out of red cardstock. So I'm going to fill that in, line it up, and the long thin parts are really delicate, so it doesn't take much glue, and I'm using the Spellbinders tool-in-one to kind of push that into place and get it lined up. And then I will attach the top part of the heart down and kind of fit it in like a puzzle piece. I loved that you could see the pattern paper through this heart. And so I wanted to keep that open. You could fill it in if you wanted it just to look like this red piece, the highlight frame is inlaid. You could take the gray pieces and fill that in. I only did that on the heart. Now I'm taking the sentiment, I'm Snow in Love with You, and I'm using Fawn's Lobster Red ink to stamp that. And now I'm going to stamp our cute little penguins. And these guys were super easy to color. I'm going to be using W1. Oh, first, I embossed these with a black embossing powder. And so when I'm going to be coloring with my Copic markers, don't get your nib on the embossing powder. I have not experienced this, but this is what I've heard. It can ruin your tips. And so I was really super careful with this guy. And really, I was only using a gray color to give him some highlights. So here I'm coloring his nose. And I'm using YR07, 15, and 16. And I'm just super careful to not touch the embossing powder. And then around the edge of his body, I'm going to be using W1 just to give the white a little bit of dimension. And then I use my blender pen to kind of blend it out. And then R20 for his cheeks. So here's the W1 around. And I just cut these out by hand because there was not a die cut to go with it. So giving him just a little bit of dimension so he doesn't look so stark white and flat. And there's the blender pen just to kind of blend out and soften some of the edges. And I did the same thing next to his beak. I started with a lighter color, I think it was R00, and I didn't like it, so then I did the R20 for his cheeks. Fast, he's done. And I'm going to pop these guys up on foam tape. And the background paper is cut slightly smaller than an A2 sized card. It was probably 4 inches by 5 1/4. Stamped a bunch of red hearts using the Fawn Lobster Red ink. And then I am using the Nuvo crystal drops and Simply White, and then I also used the White Blizzard on that big center heart. And I did fill that in with gray because I did like the look of that. Just a few dots here and there, nothing crazy. And then of course glossy accents for the beaks because they have got to stand out. and a little white gel pen to their eyes. Fast and easy, you guys. There's the Nuvo glitter drops in White Blizzard. You can't not add glitter to your card. Thanks guys again for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this card. I hope it inspires you to create wonderful, wonderful things. Thank you again for all of your support, and I will be back here real soon. Bye.